Some places blur the line between our world and the next, none more so than hotels. Grand, luxurious, and timeless, these buildings absorb every emotion, every story, every tragedy. The walls remember. The energy lingers. Tonight, we'll walk the halls of the world's most infamous haunted hotels, searching for proof that some guests never truly check out. The spirits are waiting. Our journey begins in the Rocky Mountains at the legendary Stanley Hotel. Its beauty is matched only by its chilling reputation. Phantom parties, ghostly children, and the inspiration for The Shining. Built by Freelan Oscar Stanley and his wife Flora, many believe their spirits still roam these halls. The fourth floor, once the servants' quarters, is alive with the laughter of unseen children. Room 401 is notorious for a mischievous male spirit. Guests report missing items and strange pranks. In the concert hall, Flora's piano plays itself late at night, the music stopping when anyone enters. They set up cameras and recorders, hoping to catch her eternal performance. Room 217 is the epicenter of the hotel's legend. In 1911, a gas explosion nearly killed chambermaid Elizabeth Wilson. She survived, but her spirit is said to linger, tidying up after guests and enforcing her old-fashioned rules. Unmarried couples feel a cold force between them. Luggage is mysteriously unpacked, and lights flicker on their own. They left a messy pile of clothes as a trigger, hoping for a response. The air thickens, the temperature drops. Classic signs of a presence. They called out to Mrs. Wilson, seeking her story. Beneath the hotel, tunnels once used by staff are now filled with whispers and shadows. They conducted an EVP session in the darkness, the sense of being watched almost overwhelming. Back upstairs, faint giggles echo down the hall, just as countless guests have reported. The grand staircase is another hotspot. F.O. Stanley himself is said to appear, watching over his creation. They set up night vision cameras, hoping to capture his image. Suddenly, a loud bang draws them to the billiards room. The balls have moved, poltergeist activity at work. They return to the concert hall for one last attempt to reach Flora. In the silence, a single piano note rings out. Unmistakable, chilling. The Stanley is more than haunted, it's alive with stories. Spirits of children, the ever-watchful Stanleys, and the dutiful Mrs. Wilson all coexist with the living. Their evidence, voices, physical interactions, and that piano note suggests the past is not just remembered here. It's present. The Stanley Hotel is a place where history refuses to fade, and the veil between worlds is always thin. Next, we board the RMS Queen Mary in Long Beach, a ship with a legacy of glamour, tragedy, and restless spirits. Over 50 deaths have been recorded here, but many believe the true number is far higher. The investigation starts in the engine room, where crewman John Petter was crushed by door 13. His ghost is seen wandering the catwalks, vanishing into thin air. They set up thermal and SLS cameras, hoping to catch a glimpse of John's lingering presence. The first-class swimming pool, empty for decades, echoes with phantom splashes and wet footprints. The apparition of Jackie, a woman in a 1930s swimsuit, is often seen. They conducted an EVP session by the pool. A crew member feels a cold, wet hand on their back, an unmistakable sign. Room B340 is infamous for violent activity. Faucets turn on, bedsheets are ripped away, and guests flee in terror. The spirit box spits out chilling words: get out, leave, murder. On the bow, where the Queen Mary collided with HMS Curacoa, nearly 300 men died. Screams and the sound of tearing metal still haunt the night air. They listen for echoes of that tragedy, the sorrow palpable. In the nursery, the spirit of baby Sarah is said to play. They leave a ball on the floor. It rolls on its own with no explanation. The Queen's salon is home to the woman in white, seen dancing alone. Their cameras catch an orb darting through the room, compelling evidence. In the propeller box, a man was supposedly cut in half. The energy is oppressive, and a loud metallic bang sends them fleeing. The Queen Mary is a floating city of the dead, each deck and corridor alive with stories and spirits. Their evidence, intelligent responses, moving objects, and visual anomalies proves the gray ghost still sails, carrying her phantom passengers forever. Our final stop is Chicago's Congress Plaza Hotel, a place where history and horror intertwine. Built for the 1893 World's Fair, it's hosted presidents, celebrities, and gangsters like Al Capone, whose presence is still felt. The 12th floor is haunted by the spirits of two young boys, victims of a mother's despair. Guests report playful pranks and rearranged furniture. They set up toys and motion detectors, hoping to connect with them. In the Florentine room, a woman's whisper is often heard. During their EVP session, a clear female voice whispers into our technician's ear, captured on tape. Room 441 is notorious for violent hauntings. Guests see shadowy women, objects fly, and many flee in fear. The Ovilus device says kick and leave, direct responses to their presence. Peg Leg Johnny, a murdered hobo, is blamed for lights flickering and mischief in the South Tower. As they called his name, a light switched on and off by itself. In Capone's old suite, the smell of cigar smoke and a gruff voice saying, "Boss, come through the spirit box," a chilling encounter. The gold room hides a gruesome secret, a hand found sealed in the wall. Workers report missing tools and cold spots. A loud bang startles them, with no source in sight. The Congress Plaza is a labyrinth of sorrow and secrets. Each room holds a story, each corridor a ghost. Their evidence, intelligent responses, moving lights, and chilling whispers, paints a picture of a hotel saturated with restless energy. The Congress isn't just haunted, it's a living monument to a century of tragedy. We've explored the Stanley, sailed the Queen Mary, and braved the Congress Plaza. We found more than stories, intelligent responses, physical phenomena, and moments of connection with the past. Each location is a permanent home for its spirits, their stories echoing through the halls. Are these souls trapped, or do they choose to stay? We may never know. But one thing is certain, when you check into these hotels, you're never truly alone. The ghosts are always there, silent witnesses in the shadows. Subscribe for more haunted histories and true paranormal tales. And remember, some guests never check out.